Hey yo, what's going on? It's me, Boss Cat Astronaut, with another update. So it's been quite some time. Have had a lot going on, but I'm back at it again. Gonna crank out a few videos. Maybe reach out to you guys during my vacation as well. But wanted to touch on uh, Avocado Breakfast Club, like it's a NFT project from way back in 2021. I believe it came out in October. And the interesting thing about this project is they raised some money, some ADA, and they promised to build. And now some time has passed and they're building, guys. Received a note, very impressed with what they're doing. Now, when you think of NFTs, you think about, okay, what problem can they solve, right? So these guys started their journey back in October 2021, and the goal was to unite investors, developers, artists, and influencers, right? So they tried to take a look at kind of what was going on in the market, and they identified um, a few problems, right? So one was they believe that investors can't evaluate NFT projects effectively while making decisions for minting, buying, and selling an NFT. So they analyzed the data and they saw that only 3.75% of traders are making gains based on realized profits, right? Um, thank goodness I was one of those people. But this is tough to do. It's a part time job in itself. And whenever you can create an analytics tool to help make uh, folks' job easier, that's a win. You know what I mean? Uh, they also talked about how founders have a difficult time evaluating market conditions, the project hype, and the quality of the communities when they're launching or sustaining projects, right? So this kind of breaks all that down from an investor perspective and a founder perspective, which I think is really cool. So their solution to this were twofold. Um, they essentially wanted to create, actually not twofold. We'll just focus on this. They wanted to create an analytics system, and they just released a beta uh, of that system not too long ago. And I wanted to share this with you and just run through it briefly, right? Because I thought it was really cool and really interesting. At the end of the day, we can talk floor price, right? The floor price on the original project, I remember I minted a couple of these way back, right? So we're talking about a 26 ADA floor, right? But people that are holding lots of these on specific tiers will be airdropped uh, these things called Guac cards, which will allow them to have lifetime access to these analytics, which I think is great. So they have this tier system here where you'll be airdropped depending on the tier that you're on, right? Uh, now, forget all of that. Let's take a look at what this thing can do, right? So just high level, right? Um, and we don't have a guac card, but there's different levels to this, different plans. There's free, premium, and if you have a guac card, premium monthly is 18 ADA, or you can pay 180 ADA a year, or you can have a guac card for 200 ADA, depending on whether or not you meet the criteria to get access to one of those. Um, I think this is really cool. What does it do? It gives you a market overview, which we'll check out in a sec. You can take a look at blue chips if you're on the premium or guac plan, profit leaderboard, wallet labeling, smart money list, smart money activities, NFT portfolio profile, project overview, which everybody sees, but the latest mints, the sell wall, the rarity and price plot, and I really like this, the Twitter analytics. You can really see if their following is actually organic, right? By looking at this information. So, really helpful tools, which will really allow you to take things to the next level. You can click on mints, you can click on blue chips. Again, this is beta, right? So, we'll have to look and see what this looks like later. Um, but I like this. So, you have your volume, your transaction count, buyers, sellers, traders. Really, really cool. Man, this is really good. What's the turnover? What are people really flipping? Um, Returning and first time buyers. And then it breaks it down by project with your 24-hour market overview, where you can see kind of everything in one place. We're kind of all familiar with this, but I really like the fact that you can compare Twitter analytics of different communities, right? So I can take a look and be like, wow, I didn't realize this, but uh, my following is significantly associated with Boss Cat Rocket Club and the Ape Society, or Chilled Kongs, or any of the other communities. Or if you're looking at a new project, you can compare that as well. So it gives you a keen idea of what community you're walking into in an indirect way, but in a smart way, right? You can analyze the tweets, which I think is really cool. And you can track followers. Like, this is a nice system, Guacle analytics that these guys have come up with. And I'm excited for launch. I believe it launches in December of this year. But just kudos to the team. Great job, guys. Like, this is not easy work for you to do. And I'm really, really impressed with what Avocado Breakfast Club and team have been able to do. I encourage all of you guys to kind of really research this. Maybe go check them out on Discord. I think you can still get an OG role if you're interested in a guac card. I'm definitely going to get one of these because I think this is a super useful tool. I can easily see myself walking through projects and utilizing this analytics system. So I love the fact that these guys are building. They didn't waver. It's almost been a year and they're still at it, doing their thing and adding value on the Cardano blockchain. So just wanted to do a quick video on Avocado Breakfast Club, the wonderful tool that they've put together, Guacle Analytics. I'll be using this thing, as I said before, not financial advice, but go check out their Discord, guys. There's still space if folks want to, I believe, get on that OG roll or whitelist. There's still an opportunity. So I would check that out. Um, Drop in the comments if you guys think this is helpful to your process. This kind of puts everything in one place for me when I'm looking at new projects, or if I want to assess if I want to stay in a project or move on. It gives me lots of choices and different angles to look at this from both a community perspective and a volume perspective. So I really like this. So again, as I always say, guys, start every day with a grateful heart. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all soon. All right.